Hello everyone. According to WHO, every year 7,03,000 people take their own lives and millions of people face disabilities. Every suicide is a tragedy for a family. It affects communities and entire countries and has a long-term impact on family, friends, and relatives. "77% of suicide in 2019 happened in low and middle income countries like India. And suicide counts for 1.3% of all death worldwide. The National Crime Record Bureau, in short NCRB, published a report on suicide in India for 2018-2019, which we should take very seriously and should not consider death by suicide are rare. In 2018 alone, 1,34,516 people died by suicide, while in 2019 this figure increased to 1,39,123. We should also keep this thing in mind that these are the figures that have been reported. The actual number of suicide will be more than this because most of the cases in village go unreported. In 2019, there were 1,39,123 cases were reported. 70.16 was male and number was 97,613. And 29.82% were female with 41,493 reported cases. There were 17 cases reported of transgender with the percentage is around 0.02. If we look closer to incidence and suicidal death rate in 2019, Maharashtra had 18,916 cases reported, which is the highest reported cases among all states with 13.6% addition. The gender distribution was 14,466 males and 4,448 females and 2 transgender as well. The lowest cases reported were in Nagaland with the number of 46, that was 0.03%. There were 36 males, 5 females and 0 transgender. In Union Territories, Delhi had an elevation of 2,526 cases, in which 1,758 males and 768 females with 0 transgenders. On comparison and going through the data for all the states and union territories, in the year 2019, there were 0 suicidal cases reported in Lakshadweep. Bihar is the highest with the increment of suicidal death rate by 44.7%. (443 cases in 2018, which increased of 641 cases in 2019. And second highest increasing rates of suicide are in Punjab at 37.51%. There were 1,000 714 cases in 2018, which increased to 2,357 cases in 2019. Jharkhand being the next highest state with 25%, which increased from 2018 to 19. In 18, there were 1,317 cases, and in 19, there were 1,646 cases. In Union Territories, Daman and Diu had inflation of 31.4% with 35 cases in 2018 and 46 cases reported in 2019. And if we talk about the cities, Chennai reported the highest cases of suicidal death in 2019, 2,461 reported cases with 11%. Second highest was Delhi with 2,423 cases with 10.8%. And Bangalore reported in a total of 2,081 cases with 9.3% as the third highest. Meerut showing the highest rise in suicidal death of about 533.33% from 2018 to 19. There were 6 cases in 2018, and in 2019 there were 38 cases. Nasik reporting the second highest cases with the increment of about 84% from 198 reported cases in 2018 and 366 reported cases in 2019. Varanasi was observed the third highest peak from 18 to 19 with about 81.5% increase from 2018 to 19. There were 27 cases in 2018, and in 2019 there was 49 cases. According to NCRB data, due to family problems, the cases reported were the highest with 32.44%. In number, that was 45,150 cases. It was noted that these family problems were not related to issues like marriage, divorce, extramarital affairs, or dowry. According to the gender distribution, there were 21.64% males and 10.79% females out of 32.44%. In 2019, due to illnesses, about 17.12% of suicidal death rates were recorded. And due to professional related problems and failure in exams, 3.16% died by suicide in 2019. And according to this data, who have cleared their matriculation, that means 10th standard, right, died by suicide with 23.6%. So according to this data, 23.6% rates of suicide was in 2018 among those individuals who cleared their 10th standard. But in 2019, this number increases to 23.3% in 2019. There were about 72 cases reported in 2019 of mass suicide, in which there were in total of 180 deaths. In Tamil Nadu, there were maximum cases reported in the year 2019. A total of 16 cases was reported with 43 deaths. Following, Andhra Pradesh was reported second highest cases with 14 reported cases and 36 deaths. Kerala, as per the record, was the third highest case with 11 reported cases and 24 deaths. Going through the data of the cities given, Chennai reported the maximum number of cases of mass suicide with 8 cases reported and 19 deaths. I want to mention one thing. We have used committed suicide sometime in this particular report because it was used in the report released by NCRV in Accidental Death and Suicide in India 2019 Chapter 2. The report presented by NCRV does not match with the figure presented by WHO. There is a difference of 34,222 suicide between the two figures. In the data presented by NCRV, 1,39,123 people died due to suicide in 2019, while 1,73,347 people died due to suicide in 2019 according to WHO. The death toll from suicide in the WHO report is 24.5% more than the NCRV figures. A study is showing that people who receive support from caring friends and family and who have access to mental health services are less likely to act on suicidal impulses than those who are isolated from support. If you know someone who is presenting suicidal tendencies, do not leave them alone. Guide them and encourage them to talk to mental health support worker. Or reach suicide prevention helplines. We have to create such an environment in our society where everyone takes suicidal ideation seriously and can openly talk to their family or friends when such thoughts come to one's mind, and try to develop such an understanding that suicide is not the solution of any problem. If such thoughts arise, there should be no hesitation in seeking the help of a mental health professional as well.